Apparently there are no more attractive men. And we'll look at two videos today that kind of talk about how men don't approach women anymore, and about how a video where one girl basically says that all dudes are ugly. So let's see what she has to say. But before we get there, my name is Quan. This is the Quan Bailey Show. We talk about dating, real estate, business, and world travel. We're going to be looking at different economies and stuff like that. So if that sounds good to you, let me know. I am a creator on another platform. My name is Train with Quan. I do fitness-based content, lifestyle content, but I want to come here and have some fun with you guys. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're interested. Let's get to this first video because I know this one has been going crazy.
So as we're all very much aware, we are living through a chopped man epidemic, and there's a big shortage of baddies. It's gone so bad to the point that, like, if I see an attractive man, it genuinely makes my day. I was walking on the sidewalk earlier and I saw a cute guy in his car, so I waved to him and he smiled back at me. And obviously he drove away after that, but I was like, oh my God, a cute guy? This was at 6:50 p.m. It's 7:17 and I'm still like, oh my God. And I feel like this is going to power me through my evening. Like, wow, I actually saw an attractive man today. Like, diamond in the rough, needle in the haystack. Seriously.
So a lot of people have seen this video and they've all been commenting things like, oh, she's a 4 and she's a 5. It's always the 3s, whatever. I will say this, regardless of if I find that woman attractive or not, it's pretty sad that, you know, as men right now, we're dealing with this whole thing where, you know, it's about you being, you have to be like some sort of supermodel type dude or something for people to think that you're worth their time. It's like you have to make 6 figures, you have to be over 6 feet, you have to have, you know, all these things going for you. But when you ask somebody else to, you know, what they bring to the table, what they offer, of course the conversation changes, right? But as someone who's in a very happy relationship and was single for about a year and some change here in Los Angeles, I'll tell you that dating was very, very tough. And I'm a pretty, you know, tall dude. I'm pretty decently connected here in LA, but it was always about how much money do you make. And there was a few girls that kind of hit me with that, but most women in general, outside of that question, were pretty chill. The attractive man thing I find to be very, very interesting, but you know, a lot of guys aren't even approaching women. There was a weird statistic that I saw that said, what is it, 50%? No, yes, 50% of men under 25 years old have actually never approached a woman, and it's because of rejection and moments like that, right? I don't think this woman's horrible looking or terrible person. She's just sharing her experience, but it's pretty sad. So let's go to this next video where we're going to talk about men approaching women a little bit.
What happened to men pursuing girls? When was the pivotal moment that a man chose to not go after a girl anymore and put in any effort?
Oh, bless her heart. So this woman wants to know why men don't pursue women as strongly anymore, citing a specific example of how when her dad met her mom, he continued to ask her out even though she initially laughed in his face, and when she had to work late, he came and picked her up with dinner already made and they went and had a picnic. And I can easily womansplain this. See, back in your mom and dad's day, your mom didn't have thousands of influencers telling her that your dad is a creep if he keeps asking her out after she's already said no. Your mom didn't have thousands of influencers telling her that a picnic isn't a real first date. Your mom didn't have influencers telling her that it's not even safe to get in the car with a guy on a first date and that she needs to demand he send an Uber instead because they didn't have Uber. And your mom also didn't have 5 different dating apps to make her think that she has millions of other options. And on the flip side of that coin, your dad also didn't have access to tons of pages online blasting, humiliating, and making fun of men who are overly persistent. Your dad didn't have access to thousands of horror stories from male content creators talking about getting used and played by women or raked over the coals in family court. Your dad wasn't being influenced by alpha bro manosphere dudes with podcasts telling him not even to talk to women and to hit the gym instead. It's a completely different world now because social media has completely changed the dating landscape. And because of that, yeah, we do live in a world where men do need a massive, glowing, shining neon green flag if they are going to pursue a woman, or they won't feel safe. And I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. I'm definitely not saying that the full burden of carrying a relationship should be on just the woman's shoulders, but I am saying that dropping the handkerchief can't be as subtle as it used to be. And I'm also saying that once you reject a guy, expect him to stay away. So yeah, 35 years ago, your dad might have gotten away with continuing to pursue your mom even though she said no. But also 35 years ago, people were buying houses for 80 grand. So times change. Either get better at communicating with guys you like or watch the guys you like slip away.
Beautiful video. So this will be the last video that we talk about in today. Sorry, I haven't been on the channel much. We got the riots here in LA, a lot's going on. People are really scared, so I just wanted to quickly touch on that and say I'm just praying for everybody's safety. But getting to this question, men really aren't approaching women anymore, and I think she validated it. First times are different. Influencing has really ruined a lot of dating. I think as we're going to explore more on this channel, even the thing about the houses being only 80 grand 35 years ago, a lot of things have changed and shifted the perceptions of the people. And I feel like women who are asking why don't men approach women anymore, it's because of that first video that we saw. Women are going online and saying that most men are ugly. Well, most men are going to be like, well, I'm most men. Like when I looked at that, I said, damn, she probably would see me and think I was chopped. And that was actually a term that I never even heard until very recently. I've been seeing it on like Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff a lot. People even say, man, you're chopped. I have like 250,000 followers on there, and people will make fun of the way that my face looks or whatever. And what a lot of people have to understand is the opinions of other people about you don't really matter, right? And if you're a man watching this, you're like, well, what am I supposed to do? I would honestly say, man, you don't need to be an alpha, big bro, all that stuff. All you got to do is be yourself. Now, a lot of these women in today's world, and a lot of women, if there's any women watching this, I think that we all just need to touch some grass, men and women. I think we all need to remember that we need each other to survive. I think we all need to remember that love, this is not what love was supposed to be. The pursuit of love was not supposed to be so transactional. And I know some people don't believe in love, and that's okay. My channel is going to be a little different, as you can see. I'm not here going to condemn any of the women that I bring on this page. I'm not going to do it. But what I'm going to say is, I just want people to love each other, man. Like, if I see a girl that's attractive, if I was single, and I walk up to her, like, I want it to be like, you know, I've always been a person who makes jokes and tries to be funny and tries to just like talk and relate to people. But I'm a military brat. I've lived in multiple cities, you know, 2 countries, and I moved every couple of years growing up. So I don't feel awkwardness when I talk to new people, which is which is a really big blessing, right? I had to earn that though. I was always moving, always sad to leave friends and lose relationships. But now when I meet a new person, it's very easy. And for people who don't have that, or coming out of the COVID era where like you were a young man and you never even got to go to high school really, I would say just talk to people. If they reject you, move on. Don't try to fight for it. Move on. There's more people. There's always gonna be another girl or guy or whoever you're into. And also for like the women out there, bro, just do, like, for the women who are super hypercritical and the men that are hypercritical, do better. You're not perfect. No one else has to be. That first woman, chill out. Man, chill out on there are no attractive men. Maybe you don't find them attractive, but there are attractive people everywhere. You can find something attractive about most people, right? So I wish we were just a little bit better, a little bit kinder, a little bit more loving to each other. I know this video's a little off, but like I said, I'm a little mentally messed up right now about the riots and stuff here in LA, so I will be a little bit more polished and a little bit more put together in the future. I hope this video was fun and entertaining for you guys. I hope you got something out of it. I will be making better videos, but I told myself I would show up today, so I did. So I appreciate and love you guys. Be more kind to people, all right? And guys, if you want to approach a woman, just approach them. All right, just approach them. Try not to be afraid. If you're going to get rejected, you're going to get rejected anyway. It's not about what happens to you. It's how you respond to it, okay? With that being said, man, this was a funny one. I might film one more video before I'm done today, but I appreciate and love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to keep this thing going, man. See you later.